Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. A little bit of Gungeon warm-up always gets the ball rolling, gets my blood pumping, I don't know, something. Always gets my something. We're talking about computers and chat, and Ponsku says, Epic Games is offering a Build Your PC Gamer game for free. I actually saw that today. I went on to the Epic Games Store once a week, as I always do, to say, hey, what games are you offering me for free as a temptation to use your platform? And the offering is Build Your Own PC Simulator. It's free right now on the Epic Games Store. Probably not when this goes up on YouTube, but at least it was today. So, I mean, obviously I said, yeah, sure, why not, even though I don't really intend to ever play that, but, you know, at least now if I really wanted to fake build my own computer, I could do it on the Epic Games Store. But like, seriously, the freaking computer market is so jacked up these days. I just want a new graphics card, but they're so GD expensive. I looked them up the other day. A card worse than the card that I have now, and this is like seriously an 7-year-old card or something. A card worse than the card that I have now is almost more than this card was when it was new. Prices are just absolutely obscene. I have old cards. I wonder if I could, you know, scam someone into buying them off of like eBay or something. Because if I could, that'll help pay for a freaking new one. I need to upgrade. Because it was just brought to my attention today that Back 4 Blood is actually going to be released 3 days from now, on October 12th. I did not anticipate it coming up that quickly, but I really wanted to get a new graphics card for that game, because then it would also give me an opportunity to play some other games that I've been looking to play that I would want a better setup for, something like Control. It was asked the other day if I would play it, and I've never played it. I have not seen a playthrough of it. I've seen gameplay footage of it. The thing about a game like Control is that it looks freaking beautiful. And as a result, I know it would look like garbage if I played it because my graphics card is so bad. So I'm like, I really just want to get an upgrade. And then if I get an upgrade, then maybe I can play a game like that and have it actually look decent. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that anytime soon, because again, the prices are just freaking absurd. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. You're not breaking my water barrel. There we go. But yeah, it's just absurd how poor the supply has been. I could buy a what was it on Amazon? It said a 3060 was $900. I don't even know if that's a good price anymore because the market is so out of whack. Uh-oh, he's aggroed. You know, I don't even know what's a good price these days. I'm so far out of the loop and so far out of the economy. Attack the bullets. Attack the bullets! What are you gonna do? Kind of panicked there for a second and just stopped shooting. I like that attack has a little sound tell. So you know if you need to dodge it or not. Zero says you're stuck playing 8-bit games for the rest of your life. It's the price I have to pay. Let's see, no, okay. It's just the way of the world these days. There's nothing I can do, etc., etc. Stream NES games. Can you do that? Will Nintendo like cry foul and try to get you banned from Twitch if you try to stream NES games? I know that they've been letting up on the throttle a little bit, letting people stream Nintendo games more. Like I've seen streams of like Mario Party and whatnot, but aren't they still pretty restrictive? Did they ever get rid of their like Nintendo game creators system where you have to promise them like most of your ad revenue in order to stream Nintendo games? I don't know. Ooh, let's freaking go, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I want any part of it, but there's probably also no choice in the matter, huh? Like if you want to play a Nintendo game, you've got to be a part of their program. But maybe they have canceled that. I don't remember. I thought I remember reading that they did roll it back at least slightly. I don't know if that's actually true. The Nintendo Partner Program is gone completely. Okay. If they got rid of it, then at least that's gonna make everyone slightly happier. Gotta go down. Okay. But yeah, it's if I was gonna be playing any sort of like Nintendo game, I would probably have to do a little bit of research beforehand. Let's just say that, you know, because that's not someone. The entire, you know, Nintendo Corporation is not something you want on your bad side. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'd settle for just a new graphics card, though. If Nintendo would offer me a new graphics card to stream their games, oh, absolutely. God, it's just so hard to find cards at decent prices. I've been trying to look for a while. I don't know if I can afford it. Unless someone just like donated $900 to me to buy a new graphics card. Oh. Prices are just absurd these days. Takes money to make money. Well, I might have to just like get a new one because I really want to play games like Back 4 Blood and Control, and I'd rather play them in a good quality for people, because if you're watching someone play like Left 4 Dead and they're playing at like 360p, are you really gonna watch that? If someone's playing with a mod that makes everything 8-bit, I mean that seems at least a little bit interesting, but if it's just low quality. We'll see. We'll think about it. Think about it. You could stream Super Ghosts and Ghouls. What the heck is Super Ghosts? I don't want Super Ghosts. I don't want any ghosts. I don't know who to call to deal with ghosts. It's an eternal quandary. What's this over here? I always expect the lanterns to show up on the map, but they don't. I see that being compatible with Abe's playstyle, pixel art, and really hard, etc. I got you really hard right here, ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. I wish that when they exploded, they hurt their friends. Make it too easy. But it would also be fun. Hello. Hello. Abe's gonna pay $900 to stream Control. We're all for it, says JMC. I didn't say just for one game. That'd be one hell of a you know, partnership program. You want to play our game? Pay us $1,000. We'll let you play our game. Sorry, Nintendo. No, thank you. I also I did get Control for free, by the way, because that was also a game that at one point was on the Epic Game Store free list. I wonder how much they paid for that, because that's still a new game, and it's like, it's a AAA developed game, right? That's like a new AAA developed game, and they gave it out for free? That doesn't seem right, does it? Why would they do that? I know that the free games are like a loss leader for the company so that they can get you onto their store, but like, I'm sure they paid full price for that. There are DLCs, admittedly, and that's a good point. So maybe giving out the game for free is a way to get people on board so that they buy the DLCs. They're like, well, I got the game for free, I'll buy the DLCs, you know? I'll get my money's worth out of this. Maybe. 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 The DLCs are also great, says Connie. Well, it depends on the DLC, because in a game like that, it could very easily be, here's the DLC, you get God mode! It makes the rest of the game very easy. Like, you do the DLC on like your 3rd mission, and then the rest of the game is very easy because you just become a god. You gotta be careful with DLCs like that. Any DLC that adds like a power, you know it's gotta be the overpowered one, right? It's like pay to win, but in a semi-respectable way instead of, you know, selling you know, double XP boosts on the marketplace, which apparently happened to, what game was it? Was it like, no, it wasn't Destiny. It was some Marvel game, like Avengers, like a superhero game. They said that they would never release pay-to-win stuff, and then they released XP boosts, and everyone on the community is like, "This is the last straw, Marvel Cinematic Universe." It's like, what would you expect? Any game that says we're totally, you know, not gonna do that, they're gonna totally do that. I mean, it freaking happened with, oh my god, what was it? What was the game that happened to, and it was really obvious? I forget what it was. I don't remember. I'm just gonna shut up now. I had an example in mind, but I don't know why, I really can't remember it. Quark says, Control was recently on sale on Steam. I mean, here's the thing, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because why wouldn't they put it on sale, you know? They want people to play the game, you might as well, you know, make the game free on Epic, cheap on Steam, and then if anyone buys it on Steam, then, you know, you still get money out of the deal. Sounds about right. DC Universe Online? Yeah, it was whatever. Whatever game it was. You know, one of those ones. You know, that one. Yoink. We're done, are we? Are we done? Are we done? I think we're done here. I think we're done here. Let's go. Quirk says, Steam has Control in the 2 DLCs for $15 right now. There you go. What do you next floor? What gun is chamber gun next floor? It's the shotgun, right? I was on Steam looking at new releases. Mud had asked me a question. He said, is there any like new games that you've been interested in playing recently? And I said, not really, I haven't been following new releases that much. So I looked on Steam for new releases, and the first like 1,000 results are all just shovelware garbage. Like the results from October 1st to October 9th is just 1,000 results of the worst video games imaginable. Half of it's like porn, and I'm just like, probably not gonna stream any of these games, but it makes it hard to find new games to play. I miss the days of freaking Greenlight, where the games that were on Greenlight were actually all half decent. Sure, it was a bit of a popularity contest, but at least there was like some crowd control happening there. Quality control, rather. I like the idea of having just a marketplace where anyone can create a game, but at the same time, like, come on. You know, where's the games that I want to play? Where's my games? It's my game and I want it now. Kanye says, Tina's tiny assault on Dragon Keep was amazing. I don't even know what the heck that means. What is that? Is that words? Look at that shot. Double kill. Shovel porn. Sadly never made it to the Wii, says JMC. That's a great way of describing it. Hello, who are you? What's our best gun? Probably the... No, not that one, probably this one. It's either this or Shade. I've changed, since the last time I played Gungeon, like, months ago, I've changed my mouse settings. It's taking a little while to get used to the fact that I've got to move the mouse further to, you know, make the gun aim a little bit further. Or maybe that's just because I'm on a slightly better resolution now, so I've got to move the mouse further. I don't know. It just feels a little out of place, but it's not enough that it really distracts me. It's just always in the back of my mind, like, this doesn't feel right. Nothing feels right. Buy a graphics card first anyways before looking for games, says Ciro. I mean, I need to get a new graphics card. I do. It's gotta happen. When will it happen? I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen at some point. Dr. Z Perzy 101, welcome. Makes me happy to see people still playing this game. What do you mean still? Is there a problem with Gungeon? Did I not get one of the memos or something? What are you talking about? This game's freaking awesome. I got like 2,000 hours in this piece of garbage. As mentioned, this is it's just such a nice game for talking, I think, for discussion. For complaining about the price of graphics cards in this day and age. A key again, says Jojo. You got a problem with it? Hey, last run, we did not get the A key. Stop your complaining. We only got the other key, you know, the one that makes it so that you don't need keys, shell key. Oh God, it disappeared. Don't worry about it. I still have not gone through and actually fixed the modded guns. I wasn't saying it was bad, lol. I know. Hey, done saying. Do we have an ammo up or sorry, an accuracy up? The answer is no. So we're just gonna buy this, and we're gonna buy this, and we're gonna go fight this boss. Maybe drop that crest. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Who's the Gungeoneer here? Me or you? Come on! It's funny that you say that though, Dr. Z, because I haven't played Gungeon in like at least 6 months, and then I've played it for like the past 3 days for some reason. I guess this is my like, look at me. I got brand new internet. You know, let's hype it up a little bit, like Gungeon hype, internet hype, you know, something like that. Internet's been pretty good lately, gotta admit. It's been nice having the ability to, you know, upload videos at a decent rate. Gotcha. Maybe Connie will remember the keys for the rat this time. Maybe Abe will remember that he has the ability to open locks for free, so he doesn't need to worry about the ability to have the key for the rat fight because he's got the key to the rat fight already. Now, admittedly, I know I'm making you sound out to be the bad guy here, but I also need to make sure I have the blanks for the rat fight, so that is something that I need to make sure I don't forget for the next floor. Oh my God. The one time I don't have the freaking gun equipped, that's when you're gonna give me a freaking mimic. Yo, nail gun's pretty dope, if we get a synergy for it. Where's our exit? There it is. Do you have any tips for beating the 3rd phase of the rat fight? I freaking do, Dr. Z. I freaking do. First of all, go on my YouTube, www.youtube.com/user/AbeClancy. And I actually do have somewhere in the thousands of videos that I post every day, a like rat guide, but specifically for the 3rd phase of the rat. And then I'm gonna actually go through this because I'm gonna fight the rat on this run, and I need to remember how to fight the freaking rat. Tips for the rat fight are on the 3rd phase. You only need to block forward and duck down. You don't need to worry about the left and right moves that make you dodge at all. There's no attack that you can only dodge with that mechanic. So if you just block forward, duck down, and then punch, those are the only 3 buttons you need to worry about. So there's my big tip. You might think that you need to like dodge left, dodge right. You don't. It's pointless. There's no reason for it. Excuse me. Balu Bear says, fun fact, your tips video is how I found you. I knew I made that video for a reason. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. Jojo says, and since you talked about themed emotes, what theme should they be? That's a question that I'm still wondering about. I kind of want to do like a brainstorm session one of these days. Because I was talking about it, and my friend Mud, his name is Mud, so his theming is Mud. He's got this like mud drop character on all of his emotes, like laughing and crying. I need some sort of like channel theming. I don't know what it is though. There's no like easy puns with my name that are at least fun or obvious. Hey, cheese boots. Like what kind of freaking theming would I put in? I don't know. Some people don't have theming, like Kokoski and Halloween. There's some pretty fun YouTubers out there. They don't really have any theming necessarily. They just play the games that they enjoy, and they have their own you know, preferences. Although with a name like Halloween, yes, he does play a lot of like scary games, but like there's people out there who have like theming and everything. I need a theming. I need a branding. You know, when I approach PCPartPicker.com and say, yo, build me a computer and I'll sponsor you guys by you sponsoring me. You know, I want to have more to offer them than just, hey, my profile picture is blatantly stolen from a 1990s video game that you've probably never heard of before. You know, I need more to offer them than that. Chief Wiggum's first name is Clancy? Yes. How would that... Would I be Ralph Wiggum then? Would this be a Ralph Wiggum themed channel? Is the teacher gonna give me some glue and I'm gonna eat it? Like... Although I will admit, one of my favorite lines of Ralph Wiggum is well, one is the I choose you. That one's just adorable. But then the other one is when he's like an actor in a school play and he goes, never! He does it so, it's so dramatic. I kind of love it. And that's from, that's from the same episode, isn't it? Oh my god, I just realized that. Da-da-da. Dr. Z says, I'm currently trying to 100% Gungeon and I'm trying to get more than one of the rat keys. I need the, yeah. The rat's a tough fight. We'll do it here though, so, you know, stay tuned, stick around, and all that jazz. We have the ability to steal, so we don't really need this. Goodbye. Goodbye. Nabezilla says, I associate AbeClancy with Tom Clancy. Shh, you can't say that name here. I'll get freaking sued. Would I be sued if I said that I'm related to Tom Clancy and then maybe try to use that for like marketing purposes? Would that be bad? Would that be frowned upon? From previous experience, when people think that I'm someone else, they tend to come onto the channel a little bit more frequently, so. What if I did it like legally correctly. Like, you know how if you get like some fruit roll-ups at the grocery store, they're not actually called fruit snacks, they're called fruit flavored snacks. You know how American cheese is American like cheese flavored slices or whatever the heck it is? Can I do something like that for Clancy and say also named Clancy and then named similarly to Tom Clancy, and that could just be my like branding right there? Do you really want hordes of middle-aged right-wing gun lovers, thrill seekers stinking up the place? Dude, The Hunt for Red October is a really good freaking movie, okay? Have I read the book? I don't know, probably not. I don't remember. But the movie is real freaking good. It's got, you know, Sean Connery in it. He plays a Russian captain. You jerk. Long live the Red October. Govorita po-ruski? Die, American filth. Am I doing it right? The gamer formerly known as Clancy. My god, that took a lot of ammo. Oh my god. What the heck synergizes with this? Is it the, I was gonna say, is it the freaking hammer and nail? Do we get good nails now? Oh, yes we do. Beautiful. Alright. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. Wait, is there still a chest in here? Oh, it's just the item. Yeah, screw that. I will use the med kit. Ba 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 ba. One of my favorite Connery rolls says JMC. There you go. One of my favorite Connery rolls is your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and beep the prom queen. Name that film. You freaking jerk. You dare shoot me in the back? What the heck is the matter with you? You'll shoot someone's eye out. Mine! So good, I found that secret room and I knew it was there. Look at the secret room, man. Whatever. We made a profit regardless. Although now that I think about it, I didn't really need the key now, did I? Man, I am poor with my rolls today, but who cares? More Gungeon, more better, but less than 2,500 shells fail, says Arcatraz. Not every run can have double little bomber, king bomber synergy, okay? Not every run can have infinite money, but on this run I do have infinite stealing, so I will still be able to buy everything I want. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. The money, it will find a way. Yeah, plus gold junk, that's right. Thick nails. If this was the last run, we had fat bullets. We could have like super thick, fat effing nails. F-U nails. Fat nails. Oh, those nails are so fat. You still have random paradox starting stats? Nah, I turned that off a long time ago. I think it still exists if I wanted to turn it on, but I don't, because it never really did feel right. I feel like for random stats works better in a game like Isaac because you're constantly changing your stats. In a game like Gungeon where it's actually hard to get statistical upgrades, it actually feels a little... It feels a little worse because it makes the characters play slightly more differently, which kind of ruins the sameness, the familiarity, let's say. You know, like whenever I get whenever I start a run and I feel faster, I'm like, I feel faster. Do I have a speed upgrade? And then I look at my items, and oh my god, I started with a speed upgrade and I didn't notice. So I literally cannot use that as a point of reference because I have just disproven the point of reference that I was trying to make. The argument was gonna be, I'm always like, I feel like I have a speed upgrade. And now that I have a speed upgrade and I didn't know it, I can't say that. I can't say I would have noticed because I didn't notice. You can't make that up. I couldn't have scripted that if I wanted to. I wouldn't have been smart enough to think of that. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh man. Hopefully you at least get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, good, good. I was really hoping for Amoconda, although this is not Amoconda's floor, is it? That's last floor. Because if you have Cobalt Hammer and Amoconda and you have the Potion of Gun Friendship, pop Potion of Gun Friendship, spam your shots, and you will easily kill Amoconda, and it'll be the easiest fight you've ever had. You'll kill Amoconda in 2 seconds and break every single one of its shells, so it can't do any damage to you. Good old garbage guns. All right, let's get the heck out of here. If there would be a theme, I could doodle some stuff for fun and drop it in the Discord that says JoJo404. I do have one idea. It's not really a theming thing, but I was thinking, we need a AbeClancy Greed emote at some point, and I was thinking, Hand of Greed from Slay the Spire has a good visual to it, the hand coming up out of a sea of gold with gold falling down onto it. And I realized the hand kind of looks like a caca from the cultists. So I'm thinking like, what about the cultist's face looking up with mouth open and then gold is like pouring down into its mouth or something like that. That could be a fun one, but I don't know how well it would translate to like 32 pixels wide, which you need for like any emote on Twitch. I don't know. Branding is hard. How do you brand? I'm good at video games, kind of. Is that even a branding thing that I should do? You know? How do you brand? I've gotten golden berries in Celeste before. I've completed chapter 9. Hold on, right, down, left, up, left. I might do freaking Iron Man mode in Hollow Knight maybe in the future. Brand ranting about ISPs. I can't do that anymore because they upgraded my internet. So now that I have better internet, I'm legally obligated to sing them praise. Lord, the knockback from this. Wow, even with Potion of Gun Friendship, these guys are a little tanky. A little tanky. Oh Lord, what an awful sound. Abe, figure out what you stand for and what your values are. That's impossible because I have no stand and I have no values, so. I just like President Trump, I stand for nothing. Left, okay. Boss fight time. What I don't even know if we need any ammo for... Oh, we should have taken ammo for the cobalt hammer. They're gonna be of garbage brand. AK, laser rifle, potion of gun friendship could be good. This is not very good, like, performance, but it's been a while since I fought this guy, and also, he's a bit of a jerk. And I have no, like, good anti-boss guns right now. I guess this is my anti-boss gun. It's a little hard to aim at a distance, but... at least it's got pretty good damage output, especially with the Kaga battle. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to do this then. Paying someone on Fiverr might be the best way to actually accomplish this at this point, like $100 or so, says Namezilla. Pay him for what? Brainstorming? All emotes Ka variations. The thing is that I'm not a Slay the Spire streamer. If anything, I'm a Gungeon streamer. But how do you, can you emote LJ into various, you know, situations? If the Lord of the Jam could be my emotes, then maybe that would work. How would you make a greed emote with Lord of the Jam, do you know? Man, it's been a long time since I fought this guy. I have completely forgotten how to fight him. So, I need a better gun. Gotta remember how to do this. Just go in a counterclockwise circle, then dodge back. Up against the wall. Third one, dodge in. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I know there's people that do branding, but I'll figure it out at some point. Gotta focus. Hocus pocus, gotta focus. So, only block forward on this phase. Counterattack when he taunts. Way easier to time it. You got plenty of time. Don't rush it. Don't rush things. Smack him. Pet the dog? No, thank you. Actually, I can't. Doesn't the Paradox have a problem petting? Clonk. I'll think of something. I like the LJ idea. The thing is, LJ makes sense for like a theming thing because I play a lot of Gungeon. Well, not so much anymore, but I did anyway. So that's like, that thing kind of makes sense, but here's my problem with it. It's not mine. You know, it will always be based off of property from Dodge Roll instead of my own thing. Oh, I already got 3 stars. I can just kill you. You know, if I want to rebrand my channel, it's got to be a unique thing. Come hither, thief. Yeah, we'll think about it. Better reload speeds and accuracy. Beautiful. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Why are you not... Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Where's my shotgun? There we go. That's better. It's like the Gunzang wasn't really doing what I needed to do as far as like knocking this guy around. Low. Let's go get the other garbage items here. We get the gun. We get the active. We will get, yeah, I was about to say, we're gonna get a different item instead of the boots because we already have the boots, but still works. And then we'll need some ammo. Take this, take, doesn't matter. Drop the glass squan stone, drop the junk, and I will give you plunger. Hold on, I gotta stop that because I've already gone too deep. I'm gonna get content ID matched. So block first round, go balls out second and third round, gotcha. That's pretty much what it is, Dr. Z. Just counter punch on the first phase with the rat taunt, block everything else with forward, and then on the second and third phase, you just gotta know the timings for all the attacks. That's it. It's all just timing and repetition. There are some attacks that are difficult to time. For instance, when the rat throws itself off of the back of the mech, I like to just duck that one instead of try to counterpunch it because it's actually tough to time. Hello. That's why you keep a water gun. More chests. Yes. Egg isn't gonna be worth anything. I will be game. I will be gaming. What? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. You know what? Screw you. I'm just gonna, you know, waste my money. I got one. I wanted to get none. Although we do get angry bullets, it's pretty good. I can't believe I missed the first two shots. Oh, I'm embarrassed. You know what I will do though? Yoink, yoink. That's pretty good. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Not the best gun game? Yeah, it happens. Although now, I have bouncing nails. You know what? We should use heroin for a little bit. It's more fun. Use the cheese to fly. Does the cheese let you fly? I don't think it does. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have bought winged boot, or the wings, wax wings, and then I could have literally just flied. That's what I should have done. Yeah, I should have bought them wings. Yeah, I should have just bought the wings. Really? Thank you. Hey, at least I can rock out with my guitar out. What gun was I using like 2 seconds ago? Heroin. Let's do it. Steel blank. I was thinking about stealing the Elder Blank, and then I realized I probably don't need it. Although it would be fun. I don't know, a lot of it is just like, I don't need it, so let's just not worry about it. I do love the angry bullets when they work. You know what, angry bullets, it's really not that bad of a payout from the gun game either. It's a fun little item to have, you know? You don't know what's gonna happen to your bullets, but that makes it kind of interesting. Rock out with your Glock out, says Mud. Welcome, Mud. Connie says, I love the pea shooter sound effects. I was not very well done. Mud, have you come up with any sort of branding ideas for me yet? If not, what do I pay you for? You pay me? I'll pay you. Give me a good idea first. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I'll pay you in exposure. Like I already do. Everyone knows you by now. Or how about this? Pay me or I'll never speak your name ever again. Wait, why are you paying me? Pay me! I don't know, pay me for anything. Paid in laughter? That just makes it sound like I'm laughing at him. Like, look at this mud guy with the small peepee. Heavy bullets! Yo! Let's freaking go. Another hammer synergy too. Oh, alternative route? That one too. Oh God. Hey Joe OSU! I was talking about you recently. Hello, how you doing? Welcome back and thank you for the resub. How do we pay you? That pretty much does it. Although if you wanna like toss in another like, I don't know, 500 of those subscriptions, then I can afford a new graphics card. And then in 3 days, play Back for Blood. You know what? We'll just use Face Melter here. This is gonna be overkill. Got him. Is Back for Blood out? 3 days. October 12th. I was surprised that it was actually as soon as it is, but yeah, in 3 frickin' days we'll have Back for Blood, aka Left 4 Dead 3, and we can all play it. We can all play it together. We heard you wanted visual noise. Ultimate Noob, welcome! I haven't seen Abe stream Gungeon in ages. Yeah, because you haven't been here in ages. You can't argue with that, can you? No siree, Bob Biscuit. I don't want to buy any of this stuff. I know we could steal stuff, but screw it, I'll steal. I have no morals. Screw this. I don't want to do the bonus floor. Lonely's Troll, welcome. How are you doing today? Cough, cough. What exploded? The perpetual question in Gungeon when you walk into a new floor. What exploded? What was that explosion? Well, there goes that armor piece. Sorry, dog. Oh wait, the rat's dead! Wait a minute. How? What? Where'd it go? Hold on. Did it spawn in? Did it spawn like on the lava and then fall into the lava? There's an armor shard in here somewhere. Did I accidentally pick it up? I don't think I did. What happened to it? I feel cheated. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Not here, it ain't. Big Bean, welcome. Underrated channel. I've always thought so. Yo, dual wield. I haven't had this dual wield synergy in flippin' forever. I'm also like almost out of ammo, so we're gonna need to get some ammo drops for it. Oh man, the bullets move so slowly. Oh, it's so ammo inefficient with the knockback and the slow bullets. I might as well just be using like the heroin at this point with how slow these shots are. Yeah, this seems like more of a boss killing thing. Let's just go back to the heroin for the time being. At least this makes a little bit more sense for why it's so freaking slow. Boink. I love the bouncing shots on this, though. All right, ladies, what do you want? Take this. You have something for our pot? Yes, take this piece of garbage. We get the strafe gun. Boo! Boo! I want my money back. Does Kaga Battle not work with dual wield? Okay, so here's an interesting little Gungeon tidbit here. If you reload with a dual wield weapon like this, you can get Kaga Battle working. However, if you play on keyboard and mouse, if you press the middle mouse button on your mouse, you swap your hands. You swap your dual wield. I've also made my my middle mouse button reload, so it does both. So it reloads and swaps because I've changed the controls. But the fact that it swaps your hand is not something that you can change at all in the configs, so it will forever swap hands and also reload because I've had it set to reload. So there you go. It's a hidden control in the game that they never tell you about. It's not listed anywhere, but if you middle mouse, you'll swap hands. Interesting. Dr. Z is gonna go yoink the rat. I mean, try your best. Or die trying. Okay, you have ammo. You need ammo. We'll try to get ammo for both of these guns so we can just spam the crap of it on the Dragon fight. Rob, welcome. How's it going? Hope you've been doing well. I've been doing all right. Complaining about the internet, complaining about the price of milk and bread and GPUs, but otherwise okay. Everyone knows that that's why, you know, you're here watching me play Gungeon. I want to know his opinion on graphics card prices. Yoink. I mean, you just know you're gonna get one of those synergies in a run. Damn milk prices. I don't drink a lot of milk. The only thing I use milk for is for making chocolate milk on the stove. None of that water stuff. Right, I can fly. Oscar, welcome. Too cheap? Need to raise prices for graphics cards? Maybe, you know, that would help for scalpers and for, like, Bitcoin miners. Wouldn't help for the likes of you and me, though. Don't get me started on peanut butter stuffed pretzels, says Rob. Peanut butter stuffed pretzels? That sounds awful. Has milk gone up? I don't know. I don't buy this stuff. I just drink it whenever the housemate buys it. I'm great like that. Oh, one day I'll get that reload, and I'll be cool. Scalpers and Bitcoin miners will buy no matter the price. Dog 1? Oh god. Dog 1, meet dog 2, meet turkey, meet snake. I am an animal man. I'll buy this. Why not? We got infinite money. Alright, let's do this. What do we want? More money. When do we want it now? Sure. You can fire these guns pretty fast, little Gungeoneer. I should really be using the guitar for this, but it's more fun to do it like this and try to click as like fast as you can and break your wrist, walk away. Hold up. Got it. Oscar says I got a 3080 from Amazon, got lucky. I was actually looking, and I think you can buy them on Amazon right now. At least there were like 13 in stock when I looked, but they're like 900 bucks. No, it was a 3060, I think. Prices are expensive, man. I heard you liked not being able to see what's going on. Right, I always think I have invincibility when I go over the gap, but you don't. You only have proper invincibility when you flip a table, or when you're over the... Oh, yeah, I don't get invincibility because I fly now. No wonder I'm being poo. I'm stuck? Okay, I'm not stuck anymore. I was like, no wonder I was being poo at the dodges, because I can't dodge in the back. Makes sense. Your Gungeon rust is showing. No, this is the Gungeon. I don't care about the dragon, and I don't respect him at all. That's what this is. This is the dragon who. Wait, why do I have more ammo? Oh, does the ammo synergy also increase your ammo for your other guns? Oh. Rob says I got lucky a few months ago and got a 3800 XT. If I knew anything about graphics cards, I would know if that was good or not. Rob says I've never made it to the dragon. Well, look away, otherwise you'll be spoiled. Oh wait, it's already happened. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. Oh well. Oops. We got some ammo. We got some guns. We got some ammo. We got it all. I've spoiled the game so much, lol. That's fair. Some games are okay to spoil, because it's all about, you know, doing it yourself. You know it exists, but there's so many fun runs that you can have in the game that you don't mind playing it over and over and over and over and over again. Come on. Thank you. Excuse me, how rude of you. Lady Arnine, welcome, how's it going? Rob says I'm experiencing Gungeon vicariously. Yeah. I do that with some games that I like but don't really want to play myself. It's like, I'm not gonna want to play this, but I enjoy that other people have fun playing it. Especially like multiplayer games because I have no friends. I'm out. I'm out! I'm out! I'm out of ammo! I was gonna try to dodge roll you to death, but then I got shot. Then I took a bullet to the knee. Get it? Cause he's a bullet. I tried to. Yeah. He's a bullet. He's a bullet man. He's a bullet man. I used to be a space rebel. Then I took a laser to the knee. What do we want? We want ammo for a good gun that's easy to use. That seems like the fits the bill. The jokes clearly get better when they are explained. The bot's your friend? They will always be my friends. My only friends, the end. Mud must be a work friend. Mud is what I would call an acquaintance. He's been demoted. Do you know people like that? Acquaintances? People who you're friends with by force instead of by choice? Really thought the one shot would do it, but oh well. I'll kill you myself, I guess. Hey, Stinger. Oh, that'll work really well with the potion of friends. My guns are my friends. I have a potion that proves it. Quirk says, I'm glad Mud is my friend. He'd be my friend if he came up with like some branding for me. Mud says, I'm gonna need a drink. I'm gonna need a drink to deal with you, Karen. Baby, you're a tool. I wish I was a tool, like a Toolman Taylor. Yoink! Get the housemaid to pick up some friendship potion while she's out grabbing you Nesquik? What? Is that a reference that I don't understand? You know, it would be a reference if it was Ovaltine instead of Nesquik. Chocolate milk! From earlier! It's a callback is what it is! My god, he's done it. Mud says, I love me some Ovaltine. You would. This guy is gonna have a bit of a bee problem. It's not a callback when you get... It's not a callback. It's not a callback when to you because you got lost in chat. All right. I'm done. I'm too tired to type, says Mud. Oh. Oh, I love you, Mud. Oh. I love being able to fly. Come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. Did Abe ever give Nowhere Prophet a try on stream? Nope. Although one day when I get back to doing like Let's Look Ats, maybe I'll look at it. All right. Good run. Lonely Troll asks, are the from Stinger also stronger when the reload from Cog of Battle? You and Mud need to like work on your grammar a little bit. But yes, the bees are stronger with the Cog of Battle reload. Although I don't know if the bees after the explosion are stronger, because the Stinger fires one bee, I think, when you shoot it. I think that bee gets stronger. I don't know if the bees from the blast get stronger, but whatever. Good run. Time for me to take a nap. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.